Okay, we left off with this part not being complete. We have some fillets, hidden lines, center marks, and then we're going to add some dimensions. We will have a note for the saw cut as well as a tolerance. So first off, I'm going to start with hidden lines. This is the hidden line construction for the slot that goes all the way through. The hidden lines for the bore that does go through. I'm going to project straight down for the 6mm hole. This is one that you can copy to the other view as well. And we'll do this other side of the 6mm hole. Okay. So we'll select quite a few of these hidden lines that we are going to be creating all at once. Hidden 2. So that projection is complete. Center lines. This is one that you cannot use these two and use your center line reference because of the fact that the curve is cut off here. You don't have the full diameter. So make sure that you are creating this center line specifically manually. And a center line for the two slots, two ends of the slot. Alright, center line construction. They do extend out past the edge of the object. Yeah, might as well do this one too. This one will, since center lines extend past the edge of the object, you might as well just put one continuous center line through here. They are on a shared center, because you won't get the pattern to appear unless you do so. So center 2, and we do need to extend these out past the edge of the object. And we'll extend this one out. Center line pattern shows up. Center marks. One, two, three, 4. Okay. We're going to project these center lines to the other view. It is different in the right side view with the big cylinder because you do have the full diameter in this case. We can copy this as long as we have a point of reference. Which is right down the middle. We do have our hidden lines for the slot. Ooh, we don't have hidden lines for the actual slot construction. How about that? So this 15mm thickness needs to be projected from the points of tangency. And that is so close. Okay, let's see if I can make that. So we're going to stretch that to that point of tangency. It is tangent. It does just fade out, for a lack of better terminology. Let's bring this one over. And fade that one out. Then we need to transition to our 22 millimeter thickness, how far the slot sticks out. And we'll just project that straight across. This will become a hidden line. So 22 to 15. So this is for the slot. That raised slot, and then for the material on the back, the webbing, they are all hidden. Okay, now center line, or sorry, hidden lines, and then a center line right down the middle. Again, extends out past the edge of the object, and we do need our center line type. Okay, fillets. We have quite a few of them. The fillet radius is 3. And we will have to stretch quite a few of these. So the fillets, new radius is 3. We'll have one here. We'll have to stretch this line back out to that point of projection. Shoot. It is not there. It is there. That one's inconvenient, that's for sure. Another one. And that one does the same exact thing. Of course it does. And we have some fillets here. This one we can stretch out a little bit easier. Okay, that should take care of our fillets in the top view. Fillets in the front view. Oh, great. Now we gotta stretch the circle out. It is a diameter of 51. We'll trim this back off. Okay. No, we won't trim it. Yes, we will. This section, the saw cut, gets to trim. What am I doing? To the right side, we should just be forming some hidden line fillets, as well as these object line fillets. You won't have to stretch the object line fillets, because they're on the outside. They're actually rounds. On the tab, and then for where the slot intersects the webbing material, we have this fillet that runs around here. So we have quite a few. This is the inside for the slot. Yes. We'll stretch that back out now. Our line for projection went away. You gotta stretch it again, so we might as well just do this. Then put our lines of projection back in. Finish up these fillets. No, that edge did not get a fillet. That's a machine face. So that's it. Lines of projection. Okay, these are the close ones. Real close. We'll hit this one. And our line for projection is done. Alright, hidden lines, center marks, all of our hidden line construction. I think we got it. Dimensions. You do have a tolerance for this reamed hole. Text override. Already have a small end of the tolerance to 31.75. Saw cut. This will not fit in between the arrowheads. Let's do it on, yeah, let's do it there. We're going to do a text override. This is a saw cut. Since we're doing the saw cut, 20 and 9. Outside diameter. And then we have a few radius dimensions. And we'll have a note for rounds and fillets. Radius. Outside radius. Yes, this is given as a diameter. You could do the linear distance. You would not be dimensioning on the object. There's no material here. But a 6 radius is the same as a 12 diameter. I should only have some... Nope, I don't. I have that tab that sticks out the top. 12. Have a diameter of 6 for the hole. Cannot assume a feature is centered. And we need the distance in. Yes, you are breaking a dimensioning rule here. Of course, it's off by 0.01 millimeters. What's it say on this side? That's better. I'm dimensioning to a hidden center line. You have to do it in either the top or the front view. It really wouldn't make much of a difference. This is 22 overall width. This is 44. And distance to the centers of the slots. Distance from center to center. Distance from center to the center of the bore. 29, 44, 12, 20. 12 radius is the same as 6 millimeter holes, 32. I need a note for rounds and fillets. In all capital letters. R radius of 3. Just double checking. Saw cut we noted. Only dimensioning rule that we're truly breaking. No, I did dimension that 15 on the object. In the right side view, it would be a hidden line. If you came out this end, you'd be going through multiple object lines. It's good.